Months after flooding devastated parts of Luzerne and Lackawanna counties back in the fall, federal assistance has officially been denied. Newswatch 16's Melissa Steininger found people impacted by the flooding are still cleaning up and now have to foot the bill as well.
Right here, it came to right about here.
Lori Leggio, owner of Leggio's restaurant in Dallas, is still dealing with the devastation left behind by September's flooding.
Did I think Dallas would ever be flooded? A 100-year flood? Never.
This is what it looked like 6 months ago. Leggio's parking lot was underwater as flooding ripped across parts of the back mountain. And while the floodwater has receded, the impacts still linger.
I think when it rains heavily, customers are worried about coming to the restaurant to think about, oh, will my car get flooded? So it has affected the business.
Leggio says she spent tens of thousands of dollars getting the business back up and running and is still making repairs.
This is still out of pocket after 6 months because the insurance company hasn't yet still come through with any dollars.
Help for funding these repairs won't be coming from the federal government either. FEMA has now rejected an appeal of its decision back in December to deny any assistance to Lackawanna, Wyoming, and Luzerne counties for September's flooding.
It means we have over $500,000 in damages that we have to work on finding a way to fix it.
Alan Pugh is the Dallas Township EMA coordinator. He, along with first responders, worked to evacuate the Luzerne County Fairgrounds back in September when those storms ripped through.
Our teams are out in the community assisting with road closures and stranded vehicles in the water. You know, unfortunately, as we know, in some areas, people lost their lives during this. So it's important that we get this fixed properly for the future for everybody.
Congressman Matt Cartwright says he pushed for the federal government's reconsideration and says he's deeply disappointed in its decision. He tells us in a statement, quote, "I saw firsthand the destruction and deadly impact these storms had. I know our communities deserve federal assistance. FEMA's methods and formulas for determining aid are clearly flawed and require reevaluation."
It's very unfortunate. You know, you see all the things we fund in the United States and around the world, and I really expected that we would see some money flow back to our local area.
As the flooding victims continue to figure out how exactly they'll make ends meet.
It's difficult. I'm not going to lie, it's difficult. But we're trying to get through it.
Melissa Steininger, Newswatch 16, Luzerne County.
Loans through the U.S. Small Business Administration are available to anyone affected by the flooding in September. The SBA loans can provide up to $500,000 for homeowners to replace or repair their primary residences and up to $100,000 for homeowners and renters to replace or repair personal property. The deadline to apply is this upcoming Monday, March 20th.